My name is Marissa Hagler. I'm a junior elementary education major. I started my podcast back in 2021. I called it Hurdling Through Hard Times because I hurdle through both mental and physical hard times. I was really struggling with my mental health journey first coming into college. When I realized that it was something that I could start sharing with other people, I leaped and I just started sharing my journey. From there, it's kind of skyrocketed. Originally, I was doing my podcast out of my dorm room, and then I learned that there was a funding program that I could go through called the Tight New Venture Challenge, where I could earn up to $5,000 to put towards my business idea. I entered that, I ended up winning some money, and I was able to not only get mentorship and equipment, but I got to start using equipment on campus with our podcast studio here in Ames Library. Starting off, I think there was a lot more background noise. There was a lot more going on in my podcast previously.
So finding things that make you happy, do it.
Once I learned about the resources on Wesleyan's campus and I started filming, I got to use a soundproof studio, and the fact that Wesleyan provided that for me is insane. The Peatrick Idea Center is going to be a huge game changer on campus. It's going to provide a lot more resources, a lot more mentorship, a lot more supplies that students didn't have before. I know there's going to be a podcast studio in there. I'm very excited to see where that goes too. A huge accomplishment that I've had recently is I filmed my 100th podcast episode, Hurdling Through Failure. And I got to talk about all of the trial and errors that I've gone through with having a podcast and being a business owner. My podcast is one of the top 15% most followed podcasts on Spotify in 2022. I also was able to create a website, so now I create my own merchandise through the podcast, and I get to sell that online. It's kind of weird seeing people wear my merchandise around campus and in Bloomington Normal, and it's been so exciting seeing my message around campus with people that I might not even know. People can follow the podcast on Instagram or Facebook. They can look up Hurdling Through Hard Times, or on Instagram it's at htht.podcast. And you can also find my website, hurdlingthroughhardtimes.myshopify.com.